So, welcome back everyone. In our last session, we mastered the art of professional one-to-one communication through the use of email. Today, we are scaling that up to one-to-one, one-to-many, because now we are going to talk about collaboration. The modern workplace isn't confined to a single location anymore. It's powered by a dynamic set of tools that help us work together seamlessly, no matter where we are. So remote work is no longer the exception, it's the new standard. And being fluent in cloud-based collaboration tools is what sets modern professionals apart. So in this session, you get hands-on with the most essential of these tools, the cloud. So we are going to explore how to co-create, how to share, and how to stay in sync anytime, anywhere using the cloud and cloud tools. Stay tuned. Before we continue, if you are there, just say hi in the chat window. So, why is cloud knowledge important? Well, in today's workplace, cloud collaboration is no longer optional. It has become essential, especially with remote work where people are working from home, co-working in a space, or halfway across the world. The cloud keeps your team connected and productive. First, it enables remote collaboration. You can co-edit documents, share updates, and stay aligned with teammates in real time, no matter where they are. Secondly, it offers centralized access to files. Instead of digging through email attachments or USB drives, everything you need is stored securely in one place and is accessible from any device. Number 3, the cloud supports real-time co-editing. Multiple people can work on the same document at once, leaving comments and resolve feedback instantly. No version confusion, no delays. It also provides secure and reliable storage. Your files are backed up, encrypted, and protected from accidental loss or device failure. Fifthly, with version control, you can track changes and restore previous versions of your work, so nothing gets lost or is overwritten. Sharing is seamless. You control who can view, comment, or edit your files without sending bulky attachments. And finally, cloud tools integrate with your calendar, task manager, and communication apps, boosting your efficiency and productivity. Well, in short, cloud knowledge empowers you to work smarter, faster, and together. It's the backbone of the modern workplace. So this particular tutorial is quite essential for anyone in this digital age. Master how to use cloud collaboration. So now that we understand why cloud collaboration matters, let's talk about where your files actually live. Cloud storage services allow you to store access and share your documents, presentations, videos, images, and more from anywhere on any device. Some of the most popular platforms offering free cloud storage include Google Drive, which integrates seamlessly with Docs, Sheets, and Gmail. Microsoft OneDrive, which works perfectly for Office users and Windows and has Windows integration. We also have Blump, which is a lesser known option with generous free storage up to about 20 to 40 GB. We have pCloud, which offers secure storage with lifetime plans and media playback. We also have Yandex Disk, which is a solid choice for users in Eastern Europe and beyond. We also have Dropbox and many more others that you can maybe know about. You might browse through it and you'll find out in one of our posts. Now, each of these platforms has its own strengths. Some offer more free space, others focus on security, while others offer media features. The key is to choose one that fits your workflow and keeps your files accessible and safe. For example, OneDrive integrates with your Windows and Office applications. Google Drive integrates with your Google Documents, Google Sheets, and the rest of them. If you want to work with Dropbox also, Dropbox integrates with some productivity apps that you can also work with. So to explore these platforms in more detail, check out this helpful guide in our website www.kmacims.com.ng, titled Free Cloud Storage Platforms That Sync with Your Device. It breaks down features, limits, and use cases so you can make an informed choice. But most times you need to use OneDrive, though it has quite limited storage, 5 GB, or Google Drive, which gives us up to 15 GB. So, have you ever had to email a document back and forth only to end up with a mess of confusing file names, like maybe report version 2, version 3, final, John edits, etc. Maybe you are sending file across with a client or a colleague. Each person will make an edit, resend back to you. You save that particular version, resend that. For those in document control, you understand what I mean. When you have situations like that, the cloud helps us solve them, and it solves them forever. So in today's session, you learn how to manage team projects seamlessly using cloud tools like Google Drive. You will start by uploading documents to the cloud so they are accessible from anywhere. Then you learn how to share those files with your team and control exactly who can view it, who can comment on it, and who can edit such files, giving you full command over collaboration. So you also experience real-time co-editing where multiple people can work on the same document at the same time without creating confusion or version chaos. And finally, you learn how to use comments and suggestions to give and receive feedback professionally. These are skills hiring managers look for: the ability to collaborate effectively in remote and hybrid environments. By the end of this session, you won't just understand cloud collaboration, you'll be ready to apply it in your workplace. If you are ready, I'm going to share my screen where we are going to learn how to upload a document to the cloud. Let's start by discussing on how to upload a file to the cloud. Let's start with the most fundamental cloud skill: uploading a file to the cloud. So whether you are working on your resume or curriculum vitae, a presentation, a workbook, etc., uploading to the cloud means your file is no longer tied to a single device. It becomes accessible anywhere. You can use your phone, your laptop, or even a public computer, so long as you are signed in to the cloud platform. Uploading also makes collaboration possible. Once your file is in the cloud, you can share it, edit it, and organize it without ever worrying about losing your work. In this demo, we'll walk you through how to upload a file to Bloom Beta, but the steps are similar across all cloud platforms like OneDrive, Google Drive, Dropbox, or pCloud. We just show you the steps, and you understand you can use it in any other cloud platform. Know how to upload a file to the cloud. Now the question is, why the cloud for collaboration? Let's quickly establish why cloud collaboration has become the global standard. The old way of working, you are using emailing files back and forth. This usually creates a chaos. You end up with multiple versions of the same document with confusing file names. For example, you might have something like Final Report version 1, John's edit, Final Report version 2, Chidera's edit, Final Report version 3, Udoma's edit, Final 1, Final 2, and all these things causes confusion. You might not even know which one to work with and which one not to work with, and there is no clear idea of which version is the most up to date. Now, cloud platforms like Google Drive, OneDrive, and Dropbox helps us solve these problems at its root. For example, they introduce a powerful concept, the single source of the truth. Now, instead of 10 different versions floating around, there's just one file stored in the cloud. Then everyone will have access. Everyone collaborating with you or everyone in the team will have access to edit, access to view, and access to comment on the same file in real time. Now, this eliminates version confusion, reduces errors, and keeps your team aligned. Everyone works from the same page, literally. That's the power of cloud collaboration. No more version confusion, no more scattered files, and all is done at the same time in one place. Understood how to upload file to the cloud. Second part is that you've understood that you can collaborate with your teammates or even with your boss to work on a particular file which is in the cloud. Now, the third part is for you to understand and learn how to share and grant permissions to this file if you are doing collaboration. So this is one of the most critical applied skills in the cloud collaboration. Understanding and managing permissions, very crucial if you are working in the cloud for collaboration. Granting the wrong access can lead to confusion, lost work, or even legal issues. For example, if I'm sending a final contract to a client, I can choose viewer access. I don't want them to accidentally delete a clause or edit the terms which we have already agreed on. So I have to give them the viewer access. If I'm sharing a draft with my boss for feedback, I'll choose commenter. Now this allows him or them to hide and leave notes for me without changing the original content. And for my teammates who are co-writing with me, I grant them editor access so they can make direct changes, knowing when to use viewer, commenter, or editor isn't just a technical detail. It's a key professional skill. It shows you understand collaboration, respect boundaries, and protect the integrity of shared work. Very important and critical. Understand to grant these kinds of privileges and permissions. The viewer, for someone you just want to view and see without touching anything in your document, especially a client. In the initial stage, both of you might work on that particular document until you come to an agreement. When the agreement is finalized, then you grant that client viewer permission only. He will not be able to edit. If it's your boss that just want to give you suggestions, you can give him commenter. Then if you are working with a collaborator, your teammates, then or colleagues, you can grant that person, the editor, or full access to edit, to make changes on the document. Try to understand that. Now, next we are going to do demo on how to grant these permissions: the viewer, the commenter, the editor. But we are going to use Google Drive because that's where you see the viewer, the commenter, the editor. In most other cloud platforms, you usually see the viewer and the editor. You might not see the commenter. So the editor have access to edit, the viewer does not have access to edit the document, but to just read through the document, while the commenter will not edit the document, but will just make suggestions for you. And that is it. So we are going to use Google Drive to illustrate this. Okay, so when you have created a file when you have uploaded your file or create a Google Doc or any fine Google Sheet document in your Google Drive, you are free to share it with others. Now, there are two ways to collaborate. You can collaborate in real time. You can as well collaborate not really in real time. This means that you can actually send a copy of your document to a colleague, your boss, or your client, who will view that document later on, then maybe make some comments or make some edits or view it, as the case may be, depending on the permission you grant to the person. Now we are going to start this by going to Google Drive. Now you are supposed to have a Gmail account, because Google apps usually use Gmail accounts. So you would have created a Gmail account, then log into your Gmail, or however, when you open Google, www.google.com, you click on the apps icon, then go to Drive. You can as well just type drive.google.com. You can as well type drive.google.com to open your Google Drive. Okay, so I've opened my Google Drive here. If your Gmail account is on, the Google Drive will open automatically. You don't need to sign in again. So my Gmail account is on here. That's why you are seeing my Drive open automatically. Okay, now let's assume I want to send a copy of my CV to a friend or a colleague or my uncle to help me edit some things in the CV. Now, when your Drive opens, you locate the document you want to share, not in real time this time. So what you need to do is to either right click and point to share, then you select share, or you click on the ellipses to the right, the three dots here to the right of that selected document, and point to share. So you click on share. Now there are two modes you can share your document in this place. You can share your document in a restricted mode, or by simply using a link. Unrestricted mode. Let us take unrestricted mode first. Now when you are in unrestricted mode, it means that anyone with the link can access that document. Now if you are looking at anyone with the link will access that document, what you need to do is to look at anyone with the link, general access. You click on this drop down arrow where you see, as we described before, the viewer who is just going to view the document, the commenter, maybe your boss, who will just comment on the document, and the editor who will most likely edit, make some changes. Now if I want someone to make some changes to my CV, I will just say editor. Now sending a CV to someone means I'm not going to use general access. I'm just going to use a restricted mode. So since I'm using editor here, I just need to click on the copy link. So when I click on the copy link, anyone with the link can send it through email, through WhatsApp, through anywhere. Then whoever that So let's look at using the restricted mode. So using the restricted mode means that you are restricting the people that are going to have access to the document. So it's not everyone that will have access to the document, only the selected people. So in this case, I'm going to choose, click here and choose restricted. Okay, then I will now have to enter the email address of the people that I want to have access to the document. Now let me assume I want this person here to have access to the document, and I think I remember we created Chidi last time, chidi.form@gmail.com. Okay, so these two people, now I will grant the person permission. What permission? Viewer or commenter or editor. So if I'm granting the person the editor permission, that means the person will have the right to edit the document when the document opens. Now I will have to tick notify people, and I will type a message: please kindly help me edit the resume. Okay, so I will now click on send. Now if I send this to these people, for example, let's see, these people are going to receive the email. These people are going to receive the email. Okay, here, Gmail. Okay. They are going to receive the email, so it has to come up. Okay. Okay, Gmail here. Sorry, Chidi. Okay, this is not the exact person that we send this to. Okay. Send to this person. Just let's be a Okay, so Chidi has received the mail. Look at it here. Document shared with you. Kelechi Agomo resume. So you have to open the mail. And here you can now click to open the document. The document will automatically open in Google Doc. Automatically open in Google Doc. So okay, so this is it. Now because this person has access to edit the document, he can actually edit the document. Let me assume change this here. Oh, this is drawing. You can actually edit the document. Let's assume career objective. Okay. Let me just put something. Somewhere elements may be dropped. If you continue editing, yeah, continue. Okay, so this person has the right to edit the document because he has the editor privilege or permission to do that. But if it's a viewer, the viewer will not be able to edit this document. Now, when this document is edited, the moment I receive the document back, I'm going to have another version of the document. So if you are the one that is editing the document, what you need to do is after you have finished with your editing, you also click on share again, so that I will receive back the document back with the edit done. So here you still see that this person is part of the share. This is the owner of the document. So as you can see there, owner. So this is an editor, this is an editor. Now if I don't want this person to be an editor again, I can still change the person from an editor to a commenter or a viewer. Then I will now click on done. Okay, so that's it. That's how you create and you collaborate with colleagues or with friends. Send them your document, they can help you edit and send it back to you with the edits done. Any further questions, you can put it there on the chat. On how you can do collaboration, not in real time, we also need to learn how to collaborate with friends or your colleague. Assuming you are working as a remote worker, how you can collaborate in real time. Now let's experience the magic of real-time collaboration, the feature that truly sets cloud tools apart. Now with Google Docs, multiple people can actually work on the same document at the same. You'll see each person's cursor moving independently, edits appearing live, and feedback flowing instantly. If you want to leave feedback without changing the original text, just highlight a section and click the comment icon, which we are going to see. This lets you ask questions, suggest changes, or tag teammates for input. For more structured editing, switch to suggesting mode. In this mode, your edits appears as tracked suggestions that can be accepted or rejected by the document owner. It's perfect for reviewing drafts or collaborating with supervisors. And if you ever need to see who changed what or roll back to an earlier version, Google Docs has version history. You can view every single edit, who made it, and when it happened. This keeps your work transparent, accountable, and safe from accidental changes. Real-time collaboration isn't just convenient, it's a professional that it saves time, reduces confusion, and keeps your team aligned. So I'm going to share my screen so that you will be able to illustrate the real-time editing, which we are going to perform right now. Let's do that. So the document I sent to my colleague and Chidi, they have done the editing and shared it back with me. I'm going to really open this document right now. So the CV opens, and you notice that the edit made by Chidi is now here. Okay, let's take for example, I am going to still continue with this editing, but the problem is that there are some confusion with these things that this guy did. So I need him to clarify me in real time. So what I'm going to do is to click on the share here. Now you see that the document is open. So when you look here, you notice that here we have the editing the suggesting and the viewing modes. These are the modes you can use while collaborating. Now when you highlight during the collaboration, you can actually click on add comment to comment out a particular matter. So here I'm going to still share. Already this is being shared with 2 people, so I'm going to contact them. These are the people that are sharing this thing. Now they are going to open the document. They already have it. Now if I'm to share it for the first time, the same way we did it the first time, that's still the same thing that we're going to do again. So here I'm going to contact them, maybe by phone. Please open up the document in real time so that we can collaborate. So my colleague is opening his here, and Chidi already is Chidi here. Okay, now Chidi will open the document again. So now we are going to have 3 people collaborating at the same time. Let's take for example my colleague. Okay, his own is still opening up. Let's go to Chidi. Okay, let's Chidi add something here now. Okay, now you understand. See, this is a cursor indicating Kmac Education Annex. Okay, so here this person has not come up. Okay, so this person now will come up also. Now you are going to see different cursors. See this, and this a cursor here. This cursor here is someone's cursor. This one here is someone's cursor. This thing is not really blinking. So okay, let's say I change this to business. This is my colleague changing this to business. Okay, so here Chidi comes up here, is seeing it here. So this is a different cursor here. This is the cursor for Chidi here. So here Chidi, this is the cursor for Chidi here, assuming also this is the cursor for Chidi here. This one is cursor for Kmacims, although it's still the same people, but the only thing is that there is no difference. The same name. This is my colleague here who added the business, and so on and so forth. So but this thing here is you are seeing 2 different cursors from different people. Now when I open this, you notice that I'm seeing Chidi's cursor and my colleague's cursor. So their changes appear in real time. So as Chidi added this, it appears here immediately. So all of you can co-edit at the same time. Maybe this person is working on this section, this person is working in this section, and the document is going on at the same time in real time. Now let's assume I didn't understand this. Now I can just highlight it and I will click on comment. I'll say please change. So I will click comment. Okay, so you now go back down to this place. You now see in real time, my colleague will see it. Please change is already highlighted. Please change. Then you go down to Chidi. You see Chidi will see it. Please change. Now he can actually change it. I'm the owner of the document. He can actually change it. Now if it is in suggesting mode, still the same thing can happen, but only thing you need to do is to just change this thing from editing to suggesting. No, but I'm not the one that is going to change it to. I'm the editor. I'm the owner of the document. Sorry, please. So let's see. Let's my colleague be in suggesting mode. Okay, so suggesting mode now. So you are now suggesting. So maybe I can highlight this business analyst here and I'm suggesting here. So my suggestion now is going to be change back to data analyst. Okay. Okay, so I will comment. Now I will receive it. It will appear immediately, already highlighted, and here I can decide to accept it and mark it as resolved. And that goes off because it's being suggested. Now when you go down to this place, it has gone off because that particular situation has been resolved. It's just in suggestion mode. The same thing also is applicable to editing. Now when this man changed this thing, assuming he is now in editing, he changed this into data analyst. Now I'm going to receive it here, data analyst. Now he can actually highlight it. He can actually highlight it and comment. Thanks. It's data. Comment. Now when I open, I'm going to see it. Data analyst. Now it's left for me to accept it. Chicken. Then I can actually say no. Delete. So I will delete it. Then I can change my thing back to business analyst. I will still comment back. Now real-time collaboration is quite very interesting and very important. It means that in a team, more than one person can work together in a particular document. Maybe you have a very tight schedule and you need to finish up a document for a client, and you people are three in a team. Then you can decide to, okay, one person work on one session, one person work on one session, and both of you and the three of you are working in the same document, different sections, each person seeing what the other person is doing in real time. In the end, the same document, no changes. Now, but one thing is that when you have finished working on the document, you can actually look at the versions of the document. You click on the file, you go to version history, then you look at see version history here. Then it's going to show you the entire version of the document. Now here it is, the document and their version. So you can decide to choose the particular version. This one is just the change that will be made to this document right now. So you can decide that this is the version you need to go with, or you go with the older version. So very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so you look at these current people that changed this version. This person changed, and this person also changed the version. So this is the current version we are working on now. So that is it. Real-time collaboration, quite interesting, and that's the order of the day in the modern workplace now, and it's quite important that you understand how it works. That's why I'm leaving an activity for you at the end of this session, so that you try to get one or two colleagues that you collaborate with in this particular, to master the art of real life collaboration. Today's session on cloud collaboration. You've just built one of the most in-demand digital skills in the modern workplace. First, you learn how to upload files to the cloud, making your work accessible from anywhere and ready for sharing. Second, you practice setting permissions, choosing whether someone can view, comment, or edit your documents. This is a critical skill for protecting your work and managing team roles. And third, you experience real-time collaboration in Google Docs, including co-editing, commenting, suggesting changes, and tracking version history. These skills aren't just technical, they're professional. They show that you can work efficiently, communicate clearly, and contribute confidently in any remote or hybrid team. For your home work, you are not just going to practice, you are going to collaborate. The only way to learn this is by doing it. So you are going to find a partner, create a document in Google Doc, and practice the skills we just demonstrated. That is, you are going to share, you are going to edit, and you are going to comment. You can do that at the first level, and you can do that in real time. I think you can, in the WhatsApp group, you can get 2 or 3 persons that you can collaborate with, so that you'll be able to master the art of collaboration. Quite an interesting skill to learn in today's workplace. In an incredible work today, you've learned how to be a clear professional communicator and a valuable team player. Next week, we get creative and start producing content. We are going to use word processor, but I'm going to teach you a kind of way of creating CV that will not be rejected. So you create a polished professional document. Before we go, you do not have to go without dropping your questions in the chat window, or if you are watching later, you can drop your comments in the comments box. See you next week, Wednesday, the same time, except otherwise, the same channel. Thank you.